I just wanted you to know, because I've said to you on the phone, my life's been in that, and it has. His as well. And so I just like to make the connections just to show you.
Yeah. And look, the boy, I mean, I've met him twice. He's not a mate. He's funded. He knows Alistair a bit because they're both anti-police. They've been set up by the police. So he's funded like Alistair's thing. But I don't necessarily know him. I trust him. He dyes his hair, and his mate's with Wallace. So I don't trust people who dye their hair.
Yeah.
But I do know him. And so, but just so you know, there's nothing surprising. So I have maybe emailed him. Not emailed and tweeted him. I've never emailed him. Don't think anything suspicious of it. It's just one of Alistair's mates I met on the night before the hacking trial. Yeah. He was there, 6 of us, but the night I went to a curry before the hacking trial began, and Alistair invited a whole load of anti-police friends, and one of them was Ian Puddick. Right. So anyway, but I'm nothing to.
Yeah, I know. I've seen about, and I've looked into Puddick and that, and his 4-hour closed court hearing, and
I don't know what's going on. I don't understand his story at all.
Yeah, so but my only problem with him was he is in the equation as far as
the mallet stuff.
Not just that, but Puddick went out of his way. I mean, look, why are you doing things like that, Puddick? Why are you doing things like that?
Because look.
Why are you doing things like that?
Well, because he's obviously.
That's wrong.
No, completely
you can't
wrong.
do that.
You must have said something. I don't know why he said something like that.
And it never happened. It's untrue, and then he took it down straight. Exactly. And so
he might have been set up by Wallace because Wallace is scared.
Yeah,
Wallace has more.
Wallace done him a favour and put him on the list.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And also, Wallace wasn't actually in News of the World this time, but obviously your threat to News of the World, he will do mates. He will do favours for anybody.
He's coming at me from all angles, Peter.
I know. So, but Wallace is a busted flush. Don't worry about him.
Yeah.
Puddick's marginal.
No, mocking the phone hacking victims there, putting a phone box over your toilet door.
I mean, but you've got to don't let them get to you. They are trolls.
No, I just need to know what they're about. You know what I mean?
Well, Wallace is just trying to deflect anything about.
When you get things like that from Bill Maloney, knowing that all these people are involved with each other, people you're giving information to are leaking things and saying the information is coming from you. Also, another source talking Bahrain. Watch your back, bro. Video nonsense grafting you.
Yeah, I mean on the Fernbridge stuff. I mean, I don't know enough.
There he is.
Yeah, and B, who was that? That was the witness.
That was the witness. Yeah, that one was the front page of the Mirror. He still got the same clothes on from the interview that we did and that. But literally, I'm not bothered about all the stuff. I'm not involved in that. With fucking latest to that, I want nothing to do with it. You know what I mean? I've made a music video for Bill Maloney for the victims.
Yeah, brilliant.
And that's what we went to do.
The thing is, investigating these things, you have to. It's really difficult to make sure memory is on. You know.
Where I'm at the minute with phone hacking, right? We're going back in April.
Yeah.
And basically, Justice Man is clearly working for the other side.
Well, it's not. He's giving big settlements.
Well, he knows what he's doing, and I'll tell you for why. He has took it upon himself to say that I have capacity to bring this claim on my own, when all of the medical evidence that he's been supplied, and the medical evidence from back in 2002 after the machete attack, and the depression, and then later you can see here that my doctor is telling you about bipolar affective disorder. Also, we've got the thing here where what you actually need to file to the court to show lack of capacity, which is what they asked for, which is what we provided. I'll show it to you. There it is, from Dr. Ali Zubair. Certificate as to capacity to conduct proceedings. Right, lacks the capacity to do this.
What just explain the legal difference that makes that your capacity or
Well, because basically what they're trying to do, the other side called limitation. They said you can't bring this. You had 6 years to bring a claim from 2002, and you didn't. First of all, I didn't know anything about it.
No, it's from the time. It's the time you know it.
Until 2012.
Yes.
No, but basically they're still called limitation. Now, Linklaters have gone neutral on that all of a sudden. And Justice Man has taken it upon himself to say, well, let's say today that he's got capacity and he's all right. I weren't even in the fucking courtroom. You've already been given all this medical evidence. I'm asking Malik for the medical evidence that you filed back in 2002, which shows psychiatrist reports and all the rest of it. Right? Now, you've called limitation. So what we're looking to do is that there's an appeal date. We're going back on April, and then we're going to go in, and there's already precedent set from the Supreme Court, as to how these things go. Justice Man, who's in a lower court, cannot go making. He's not a doctor. He's not a psychiatrist.
And what does the capacity mean that you could have filed it earlier had you had capacity? At what point, like 2000? Which limitation we talk about? The 2002 or phone.
Now, from amending the claim.
Yeah.
And bringing in what we're trying to bring in now.
Yeah, right.
And they tried to stop it and call limitation.
What
now,
are you trying extra to bring in? You're bringing phone hacking. You already have a claim for phone hacking, yeah?
For the voicemail stuff.
Yeah, so which
what
is
we're trying to do
notes. So
yeah.
you've got chapter.
But now I've got all this other stuff. I'm trying to bring the phone tapping, the interception of communications, the breach of our IPA,
okay.
and they're trying to stop it. So they've called limitation. Then Linklaters have bottled it because they know they're in the wrong, right? They bottled it, and now Justice Man is taking over. Right, and you're saying that I've got capacity and all the rest of it.
I
called him a cunt in the courtroom. I nearly threw a chair at him. I said, "You're a cunt. Don't think I don't know what is fucking going on in here." I booted the chair.
I
don't care, mate. I'm right. And the thing is, why don't you lock me up? Why don't you say nothing? Because you know I'm fucking right.
But that's being right is not being the case.
I don't care, mate. I'm not well, so whatever.
No, but what do you want?
What do I want?
Do you want it proven, or do you want to just know yourself and feel you know it all? I'm not being in a rude way.
Yeah.
Or do you want something proven?
Well, the thing is, I'm not going to get it proven with him. So we need to get him out of the way. We're going to get him out of the way.
How are you going to get that man out of the way?
Justice Man.
Yeah, how are you going to get?
By showing that you can't make decisions like that when the regulations are set out by the Supreme Court and you're taking it as a lower court into your own hands. When you've had all of the stuff, we've supplied it in the way that we're supposed to supply it. And you just look like.
Well, then you argue, you don't take him out, you persuade him.
No, he ain't going to be persuaded. Well, I said we'll take it to the International Criminal Court if we have to.
But it's a very long process.
I've waited 4 years already. I will do it if I have to.